Y'all are some judgmental people over there with your no tomato nonsense, or your no onions nonsense, or your no patty on your burger nonsense. It's honestly a part of the opinion. Hey, what's up guys, this is Trav, and I just watched the endorsements video on him reacting to the no tomatoes nonsense about, like, people pretty much giving us food reviewers crap for leaving a certain condiment or whatever off of our food when we're reviewing it. Yes, the endorsement made a really good point. If the product is like, oh, this super burger from McDonald's that is like extra cheese and that's what the flavor is, the new flavor is extra cheese or sharp cheddar or something, then when you review that product, you don't take the cheese off for this specific review. You keep it on because people will wonder, okay, that was the point in reviewing that burger, is this new cheese? But if you are to take pickles off of that burger and not the cheese, and it's the super sharp cheddar cheese, something majigger, then it's okay. People are asking us food reviewers, like, why do you take the pickles off? I love pickles. Why do you take the pickles off? I wonder why you take the pickles off whenever, I love pickles. Why do you take your pickle? Because it's personal preference. It's what we like. It's what we want on ours. Like, I agree with the endorsement. If it is the object of the item, if it's the cheese, if it's the, like, some kind of, like, steak with this amazing sauce, okay? If it's some kind of, like, whatever from somewhere, I can't even think of an example right now, but if it's like some kind of, like, special sauce on something, then you obviously leave the sauce on and possibly get extra, because it's what you're reviewing. You're reviewing it with this, but people to say, it's unprofessional for you to take those condiments off, you should review it as it comes. Honestly, guys, I like a lot of food, and I'm actually I think I'm the one food reviewer on YouTube that actually gets things and reviews things as they come. I try not to take stuff off, but for people to bash other people that it's unprofessional, that you don't like those things that you take off, get out of here. Like, get out of here with your nonsense. Just leave YouTube in general. Never speak to us again. Even though we all love you and we want to keep you around. But the thing is these people are just so pissed off that we're taking stuff off of our products that have really nothing to do with what we're reviewing. We're smart enough to figure out that if it is the super pickle something on a burger, then you don't take the pickles off. Or, oh hey, if you don't like pickles, then you don't review that certain thing. You just kind of skip that and watch somebody else review it that kept their pickles on for the super pickle deluxe something with super sharp cheddar cheese. This thing I'm making up sounds really good, but thing is, that's my opinion on this. That's my uproar. I watched it and then I was just like, I gotta make a video on this because I want to share my opinion on this uproar with no tomatoes. I'm a guy that likes tomatoes. I don't mind tomatoes, and I'm with the endorsement on the whole idea that ketchup and tomatoes are two different things, completely different tastes, completely different on every level. So for people to say, like, it's like, oh, you took the tomatoes off, but you got ketchup on your fries, so what do you... It's okay. Tomatoes are totally different taste than ketchup. Totally different taste. So, I just want to share my opinion on that. Those of you that are YouTube food reviewers, don't let the people in the comments get to you on that, because they're always gonna be completely ridiculous, and and there's always gonna be somebody that hates you for something. I had a few people, telling me, oh, do this and that with that or whatever. It's like, I'm just trying it for you guys. I'm just reviewing it as it comes, and most of the time, and I just so happen to be a guy that reviews things as they come most of the time, because I don't really dislike much, and I'm really surprised, because as a kid I used to be very, very, very picky, but I actually like a lot of things like tomatoes and mustard. I love mustard, and if there's a burger that has extra pickles or whatever, and I'm gonna review it, I'm gonna probably most likely like it. It's personal preference, you know. That could go with anything in life. Anything in life. Like, for you to sit and say, like, oh, how can you not like, which I love Superman, but let's just use this as an example. Like, let's just pretend I don't like Superman. Let's just pretend that Man of Steel, I hated the movie. But if they are to be like, oh, I can't believe you don't like Superman, it's like, that's your personal preference. It's yours. The same thing with food. Even when professional food critics are critiquing food, it doesn't matter. It's still their opinion on that. Chef Ramsay, it's his opinion if he doesn't like something. It doesn't matter who's trying it. It's their opinion. And even though I may give something a 10 out of 10 in a review, you may not like it. You may give it a 1. I still urge you to go try it. I'm just giving you my opinion. Whenever I review something and I give it a high score or a low score, depending on whatever, it's still my personal preference. And that does not mean, like, if you come back and you're like, oh, that was, you gave that product a 10 out of 10 and I hated it. I spit it out and I threw it up all over the restaurant. Sorry. You listened to me, but it's still your taste buds are gonna react differently to me. It's almost like, well, then what's the point in reviewing food? Well, it's fun, and I like giving my opinion on things, whether it's movies, food, whatever. It's all personal preference, guys. Movies and food, anything really in life is subjective. It's what you want and what and that's how it should be. And that's how it always will be, is that there's just things that I like that you're not gonna like, and if you bash me for liking it, I don't know what's going on in your head, because it's gonna always be different. And you may like something I like, and there are people out there that's like, yeah, I agreed with you, Trav, that was really good, and I love that you agree with my opinion. I love that you, liked what I liked. I'd like that you are like me, or I'm like you. But if it's like completely opposite, where I love something and I almost give it that like, oh man, this is practically an 11 out of 10, it like goes over, it's just so good. And then you're like, come back and, tell me like, I gave it a 1, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna unsubscribe, and just relax. It's just an opinion. And it always will be like that. So for this whole nonsense of bashing people for taking their onions off or taking their tomatoes off or whatever, leave them alone, because it's an opinion. There's nothing more to really say about it, like the endorsement said, I wouldn't go to a restaurant with like Ryan or somebody and say, why are you taking the lettuce off? I don't understand why you're taking the lettuce. Like, I obviously have asked him why he doesn't like lettuce, but he'll explain it to me, and I respect why he doesn't like it. Pretty much like Dame said, crunchy water. I understand that. It's weird. Lettuce is weird, but I don't mind it. I also don't like too much of it. So if you come at me like, you should have the buttload of lettuce on that burger, extra lettuce, I'm gonna tell you, just go away. Because, I don't want extra lettuce on this particular thing that I'm reviewing. It's personal preference, guys. And if there is something that I review that I can already tell, I don't think I would like that, because what's on it, maybe it's something to do with steak, or I don't know. It doesn't, I can't really think of an example, but if something is, I've never really been too much of a mayonnaise person. If a product that I'm going to review is some kind of special mayonnaise, it's some kind of special ingredient, I may not review that, because I'm not super hot on mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise, I'm just not I just know that I probably will give it a low score because of that. And, you know, I don't always have to review things that I think I'm gonna like. I'm up for reviewing things that I almost dread going into, because those are the most interesting. I almost kind of dread going into it, but that's just my opinion, guys. I will link to the endorsements video down in the description below about the no tomatoes uproar. But yeah, guys, food is just an opinion, and rather you're watching us food reviewers or not, still take in that when you go and try that, it may not be the same opinion. Just deal with it, because that's how it is. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. I just wanted to give my opinion on that really quick, and yeah, so definitely like, share, subscribe, and all that beautiful stuff, guys. And you beautiful people, you guys are beautiful people. I'm not meaning to be whatever, it's just like, I wanted to share my opinion on this. You guys are amazing as always, and thank you for all the subscribers, thank you for all the support, thank you for everything that you do, and you'll be seeing me in the next one. Trav out, and peace out.